We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
Business in Pennsylvania.
And business in Pennsylvania is our business.
One of the other things that you've done is chair the Marcellus Shale Advisory Commission. Let's talk about the challenges of legislating this enormous and all-important industry to Pennsylvania when you compare that and contrast it to the need for regulation, but yet you want the industry to flourish and boom. Sometimes those two things run into each other, so that was a little bit of a tricky approach, I would think.
It was, and I have to admit this as well. If some 6-7 years ago somebody had said to me, who or what is Marcellus Shale? I would have said, didn't he play outfield for the Brooklyn Dodgers in '52?
It happened fast, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was not something, particularly being from the Southeast, that I was aware of until I got out on the campaign trail. And I began to see how it was absolutely transformative for people along the northern tier and in the southwest corner of the state. But even more so, how it was really having a positive effect all around the state. And you're right. The challenge really became, how do we maximize the economic development and job creation potential and minimize the environmental threats or the public safety threats? I mean, look, at the end of the day, we all want clean air because we breathe it. We all want clean water because we drink it. We all want to protect the public's health. We all want to protect the public's safety, and we all want to protect the public's welfare. And one of the best ways we can protect the public's welfare is by empowering the private sector to create family-sustaining jobs. And that's what this industry is empowering us to do. So what Governor Corbett said was, this is a very young industry in our state. We have to step back for a minute, try to analyze it as best we can, and come up with a blueprint of how we can do both, how we can maximize the benefit and minimize the risk. That was the Marcellus Shale Advisory Commission, bringing together members of the industry, environmental concerns, local government concerns, the administration, all together to try to, in 120 days, come up with a blueprint of what that looks like. And we were able to present 96 separate recommendations to the governor, all of which, by the way, were unanimous. And let me tell you, it's not easy to get the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and Chesapeake Energy to agree on anything. But we were able to get them to agree on 96 separate recommendations. And what we got as a result in Act 13 of 2012 was a way in which we could do that. We could maximize that benefit. But we also, in that piece of legislation, passed some of the strictest environmental regulations, some of the strictest regulations in general on that industry to be found anywhere in the country. And what's interesting is this. Most of those most stringent regulations came as a suggestion of the industry representatives to the Advisory Commission. And the reason why is because they understand that bad actors are bad for business. They don't want accidents. They don't want spills because then it just feeds into, oh, well, see, there you go. Oh, we told you it was bad. So as a result, we were able to all work cooperatively together to get to regulations that made sense but didn't restrict the ability of this industry to grow and flourish.